Some of you are like, damn, I know this is an open mic, but holy shit.
Again?
So I'm actually a comedian. Well, I don't really like to call myself a comedian because that really implies that I'm going to be funny. I'd rather call myself a shit talker. So I'm going to be talking some shit about my job. I'm actually a substitute teacher. That's my day job. And the school that I work at, the behavior is just crap, man. And it's getting worse every day. So I decided I needed to come up with some kind of a coping strategy to deal with it, or I was just going to die. So I got to thinking, a lot of the kids at my school like to listen to rap music. And I was like, what if I were to rap the assignment instructions? Maybe then they'd actually listen to me. So I went up into the school the next day, walked up in the room, and they were running around acting a fool like normal. So I stepped in the room and I was like, yo, you better get out your books and get them out fast, or Mr. Reed's gonna whoop that. Principal didn't really care for that approach too much. She actually suggested a different strategy. She was like, why don't you just shut down all your emotions and don't let the behavior get to you. Just shut it down and act like a robot. I was like, act like a robot. Well, I'm desperate. Let me give that a try. So next day I went back to the school. Same old bullshit was going on. Except this time I stepped in the room and I was like, good morning, class. They were like, Mr. Reed, something wrong with your voice? I was like, I am not Mr. Reed, I am a robot. Oh, they thought that was funny as hell. They're like, Mr. Reed's a robot, beep boop, beep boop, I was like, sit down in your assigned seat. They were like, oh, shit. There's still a few of them that didn't believe it though, right? So once I got them in their seats and got their assignments passed out, I sat down at the desk and I looked at them and I was like, engage surveillance. Oh man, that messed them up. They were like, damn bro, look. So one little boy got up to sharpen his pencil. I was like, motion detected. Deploy hypersonic taser. He passed out. Hey, behavior was so much better for a while there until they found me out. One of them little fuckers put a tack on my seat. I guess they figured if I was really a robot, I wouldn't scream. I don't want to be at that job forever though, so I've been trying to better myself. Like, I went back to school for psychology, almost graduated too, but then they told me I needed a minor, and I was like, damn, I just broke up with one. Oh. Hey, she was almost 18, only 2 more years. I've been married for a while. Me and my wife, we do pretty good, except occasionally we'll have like some communication issues. Like the other day, she was telling me, you know, I try to talk to you and express my feelings in an authentic way, but a lot of times I feel like you're just closing me out. I feel like you're not listening to me. So if you could try to improve your listening skills, I think that would help to improve our communication overall and ultimately have a positive effect on our relationship as a whole. And I'm thinking, I wonder if the Red Wings play tonight. I try to be attentive though, I really do. Like just last night we were sitting on the couch together and my wife was like, honey, I really love you. And I was like, aw, I really love you too. And she was like, I was talking to the dog. That's true, that really happened. I do that too though, so I can't be mad about it. So yeah, my wife, you all think I like to talk? My wife likes to talk, you have no idea. One thing she likes to talk about is her dreams. Man, I don't mind listening, but sometimes when she asks me about my dreams, it makes me feel kind of stupid. Like just this morning, we were laying there in bed and she was like, last night I had a dream that my dad was in a retirement home and I went to visit him, but they wouldn't let me in to see him. So I found the window to his room and I looked in, but he couldn't see me. And he was laying in a bed and he had the keyboard that I bought him for his birthday, except all the keys were missing. And then all of a sudden the lights went dim and I could hear Amazing Grace playing in the background. And I tried to call out to him, but there was no sound coming out of my voice. And I know there's a lot of symbolism and all that, but I'm just not sure of how to interpret all those things. And then she looked at me and she's like, did you have any dreams? And I'm like, I dreamt I was at Splash Village with The Rock. I do like being married though. There are a lot of benefits to being married. And one benefit to being married is that I don't have to deal with any of these other crazy ass women anymore. No offense, ladies. And I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I used to have this woman who was obsessed with me, right? I mean, obsessed. like, we knew each other for a long time, we were cool and everything, but at some point things just started getting weird. Like, she started showing up at my job and leaving love notes on my car and flowers and stuff. Started blowing up my phone day and night. Like, the messages started off relatively innocent, right? She'd say things like, I miss you, we should go out for pizza. But then at some point, they just started getting really weird. And she would say things like, all I can think about is your mouth, and I want to have your baby. Then she started sending me the naked pictures. And I was like, all right, I'm uncomfortable. This has got to stop. So I asked her if we could meet up somewhere and talk. And, like I said, we were cool. I didn't want to be mean about it. So we met up at this restaurant, and we sat down at the table, and I was like, you want to get something to eat? She was like, what I want to eat's not on the menu. And I was like, oh my God, I can't wait anymore. I got to tell her right now. So I took a deep breath, and I looked at her, and I was like, look, Mom. This has got to stop. I'm your son. It's just wrong. She was hurt. It took her a couple weeks to get over it, but she's okay now. She's going out with my brother tonight. Sorry, Mom, that was really bad. Hope she doesn't watch this video. But yeah, speaking of crazy women, I really dislike my ex. But lately I've kind of been wishing I was still with her because apparently she's supposed to be getting a big windfall here pretty soon. Yeah, from what I hear, she's suing Burger King for copyright infringement. They were using her slogan, open and ready to serve you. You've been great, thank you.